Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Gorilla kicks it off with a verbal grenade. No filter, no brakes, just truth unafraid. Docs needs 'em, he's shooting straight, dropping hot takes at a rapid rate. Mikey rolls in with a file so thick, knows your features, origin, and the politics. History buff with a dev's sixth sense, quoting gyro like it's self-defense. It's Friday, we're bruised but alive, barely sane but we still survive. Push that merge, don't ask how, the Waltons on this circus now. PvP with a smile and a sucker punch, slides and jokes with a logic crunch. Laughs mid-load, chaos contained, but that last line of code, you're getting flamed. Then there's Germ with a side-eye glare, cynical takes floating in the air. Nice commit, he lies through his teeth before suggesting a rewrite underneath. It's Friday, we're bruised but alive, barely sane but we still survive. Push that merge, don't ask how, the Waltons on this circus now. So here's to bugs, banter and brawls, to teammates who roast while catching your falls. Same time next week, yeah, we'll be back, shipping dreams on a caffeine track.
And hello everyone, and welcome to another Waltons review, where tonight we're reviewing Season 5, Episode 5, The Waltons, The Firestorm. You know, I was thinking when I was watching this, is like, shit, you know, out of all the rules on YouTube, they're really vague on them. Fuck you, YouTube, for that one. But there's only one rule that's very distinct, and that is talking about Uncle Adolf and the Nazi movement. Now we're even though we'll probably tell some very highly inappropriate jokes tonight, we're not endorsing nothing of the Nazis in that, but this episode here is a great reminder here of sometimes that history repeats itself because people don't learn, and even when we do learn, we don't give it. Either people don't give a shit or pay attention. But this is one of those episodes that are a good reflection on what leads up to the atrocities that we learned about that will happen in a few years times that the show set in. But anyhow, with me I got Resolute Germ. How are you doing?
Not too bad. How you doing, Gorilla?
My worker flipped me off today.
Only one.
He finally came. Well, you know, he finally got bailed out of jail there. The jail there that I asked him, did he at least win the fight? That's the reason he got put in jail. Has to be at least won the fight. But anyhow, how are you doing, Mikey?
Oh, just doing fine, Gorilla. I'm as ready as I'll ever be for tonight. I do have some recalled memories when I watched this when it first premiered back in October of 1976. I was 11 at the time, so I was watching this particular episode for whatever reason with my parents, and it still strikes home with me. And and I did watch Judy Norton's behind the scenes, and she was talking about particularly John Ritter's emotional role in this, as Fordwick, obviously. But I mean, this was huge for him, because then he started doing the Three's Company thing right after this, pretty much the following year. So yeah, he took a really, like, what I'm saying is he took like a real leap from like seriousness to like comedy, to physical comedy and stuff. So it's kind of like a transition, and because the events that are going on, because they're putting it in 1937. It's literally, less than 2 years before those nasty Germans decided to jump over the Polish border and say, "Hey, guess what? We're doing a blitzkrieg." So it puts things in perspective. I'm sorry, I was a little lengthy there, but anyway, yeah, I'm doing all right, Gorilla. We saw Fantastic Four today. It was decent. That's all I'm going to say for now.
Yeah.
So.
And PvP, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. I just finished my work week. Can you hear me? Is my mic okay?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you there, PvP.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure because sometimes it doesn't really show up on the screen there. But anyway, yeah, I finished my work week. Got lots of stuff to do tomorrow. Busy day tomorrow. So I'm just kind of looking forward to relaxing a bit and watching the Firestorm. Watched it last night. Very, very solid episode, in my opinion. But we'll get into that later.
Yeah. All right, so let's say hi to our chat. Welcome, FKHC 2005. He goes, hail. Here. Well, I guess I don't want hail, but we also don't want to hail.
Yeah.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, we don't want to add that seed, okay? But hey, that's how it works.
Here comes a wiki joke. In this week's episode of the Waltons, Grandpa and Grandma Walton have a nice dinner together. Just kidding. In this week's episode of the Waltons, Grandma and Grandpa Walton reenact the night porter. Now, that could be a good joke if anybody knew what the hell the night porter was.
It was an instant joke. It was good. I know what the night porter is.
I have no idea.
I'll leave that for later.
I have not seen the night porter. I don't know what it is. So that joke
I've seen the film.
Falls flat to me. Falls flat.
Does it kind of like Debbie Does Dallas?
No, it's not like that.
Okay. Breaking news. I'll make you read it.
Yeah, I can read it. Breaking news. Germans invade Walton's Mountain. John Sr. and Grandpa have shotguns on standby.
Hey, they do call the old Winchester they're the trench sweeper for a reason.
Well, that's why John stamped it for World War I.
Yeah, the Germans actually wanted to call the Winchester a freaking war crime, and and these are the same people that were using mustard gas, and they wanted to call the Winchester a freaking weapon against you. What did they call? They wanted to ban in wartime, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, that double standard still applies in the modern world in certain conflicts. Not that I'm going to go into those.
I had to mention this for you, PvP. So I said they're putting up sandbags around the house, barn, shed, and Drusilla's pond. See, damn autocorrect, alongside the famous red oak.
There you go.
Yeah. And hey, Dan, how's it going?
Hey,
let's just create a betting pool to see if Gorilla she gets taken down for showing this on YouTube. I'd say 15 minutes if they show a Yahtzee symbol or phrases from Uncle Adolf's book.
There was surprisingly few of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I told him obviously he didn't watch the episode. Then he calls me out saying I didn't watch STD or Picard. But actually I have watched every single episode because I'm a firm believer. If you're gonna bitch about something, you gotta watch it. Watch it, because otherwise you have no right to bitch about something. You can say you're not going to watch it. You have no intention to watch it for such reason, but you have no reason to bitch about an episode if you haven't watched it. And to become a gorilla, punishment from the powers that be. And welcome, Boomer. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Ron Logan.
It's just Ron Logan.
I wonder who's winning the battle of the wits. Well, I can already tell you who's winning them. So here.
Yeah, that's it.
Gorilla doesn't have to tie his shoes down. He's got slip-ons.
Hey, I slip on thumbs, don't you know?
Yeah, that's a big thing to get you 2 likes. Thank you.
Oh boy.
And hail. Oh, at least we haven't had hail. Yeah, I never did get to test out my damn hail protector 3000. But in my hour and a half of yelling at Progressive, it turns out I have glass coverage. So, and
Oh, there you go.
resistance I didn't know I had.
So all that fun you had with the cardboard was unnecessary that day.
Yeah.
Well, still somewhat necessary, but I wouldn't have had to pay for. I only had to pay the deductible on the glass.
Yeah.
And hey, Sir Lemon.
Hey, Scurvy.
Hey, Pint. Hey, Lemon Pint. Ugh.
There's a lot of likes there. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
demonetized. Didn't say hell. The Polish provoked the Germans by sitting there and paying their neighbors. As a joke in case. Yeah.
Hey, don't you know the Polish are notorious for showing their arse and like a pull down thing, and the Germans just said "Achtung, and they came after them. By the way, that's a joke. That means oh my God, like something like that. So
yeah, we got it. We got to emphasize it's a joke in case PMTS 8441 is listening there. But hey, if you're and PMTS there, if you're listening, before you hit the report button, at least tell us which joke the joke pisses you off, so at least we know which ones to tell more. So we know to tell more of them.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. This is gonna be a fun one, I can tell.
Yeah, well, I really enjoyed this episode when I watched it.
I did too. I gave it a straight up A. So that's all I have to say about that for now. I'll tell you why later.
Should we get started?
Yeah, let's go, man.
Yeah, anytime.
All right. The quiet strength of Walton's mountain always seemed to shelter our house from the rest of the world. In 1937, it was hard for our family and neighbors to believe that we could ever be touched by trouble that was reaching out from Europe. Short, sweet, and to the point.
Oh yeah, very succinct.
Yeah.
Dad, there's vitamin in his face.
Yeah. No. Shh.
I think so too, Hanley.
She's watching the Minecraft movie.
Oh, okay.
So Ralph Sinensky. So they had a Polish guy actually doing the directing.
Yeah, and how many?
That's right. He is Polish. I forgot. Yeah, that's right.
And he directed some Star Trek as well, did he not?
Yeah. Want to know how I can tell you Polish? Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Polish? You know how I can tell you Polish?
Sinensky Sinensky is Russian Polish. He's a Russian Pole. That's his family background. Yeah, Russian Pole. Same whatever.
Yeah. So here's John Boy. We've all seen these newsreels like this.
In Berlin, Adolf Hitler assures the world that Germany has no hostile intent towards
its we're fine. This is a newsreel.
It's a newsreel. Yeah, it's fine. It's a newsreel.
Yeah, we're testing YouTube stuff. But anyhow, it's one of those old famous news. It's pretty much a propaganda film for the Germans there.
Yeah, since the Treaty of Versailles, right?
But I'm gonna go back to this still here. Jim Bob here is paying very close attention to this. You know, it's almost like he was paying very close attention to it.
Austria.
Yeah,
so is John Boy. And this one affected John Boy. Then once the actual movie got started, which was Captain Courageous.
Captain's Courageous. Yeah, Captain's Courageous, which featured Spencer Tracy from 1937.
Okay, I thought there was
well, they do. What they do is it's called PATH. It's spelled PATHE, Gorilla, and they do these newsreels. Okay, in the early cinemas, and then after that, after they show the newsreels, they show what the next movie is going to be. So in this case, Spencer Tracy from the same year, Captain's Courageous, was the movie they were going to see after the newsreel. So,
Okay.
By the
guess
way,
I was just explaining that. So,
by the way, Mikey, you were very incorrect. Ralph Sinesky actually directed 6 episodes of Star Trek.
oh, he did
He was
of the original.
The TOS.
Yeah, that's what I said. The original. Okay.
Yeah, but you said he didn't direct anybody. He actually
Oh, I
directed 6.
wasn't sure. I didn't say he didn't. I just said I wasn't sure.
He was right up there with like Mark Daniels and what was the third guy?
Pevney, Joseph Pevney.
It was they were like the big 3 on Star Trek for me because they
I
directed
know.
most of the episodes.
Yeah.
Most of the episodes.
Yeah, I know that. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, thank you for that. Yeah, and now I know. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he directed some pretty good ones too. I mean, I can't remember offhand what they were, but
well, I know that Judy Norton said that Sinensky did a number of episodes on the Waltons that she liked the most, that she really enjoyed because it got the entire family involved. So the fact that Judy said that this was one of her favorites, and I was like, wow, that's interesting.
The thing is,
it's one of her favorites because she was getting on with David Spencer in the back seat of the car as John Boy and them were driving past.
Hey, you can't have backseat of car or the buggy or wherever they were in unless you also include the Red Oak Gorilla. It's got to be included.
There was a Red Oak in that car. I'll tell you that right now.
I just want to say though, Sinesky. The reason one thing I think that this episode is so solid is the direction is really, really tight, and it's really, really, really good. And that's Sinesky's professionalism at work, because I remember when he was doing Trek, there was a lot of good stuff he directed, and I'm sure he did tons of other TV before he did this episode, right? So he was a veteran director by this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, John wants to thank him. This guy was so pleased with the advertisement of the Blue Ridge Chronicle. See, his business is up and up there. I want you to keep that in the back of your mind here. His business is skyrocketing. We're talking at least 100% return on his advertisement in the Blue Ridge Chronicle.
Right.
So I can't remember what. Oh, Lisa or Elizabeth came back from her Park. Whoever gave it to him. So turns out your grandpa here is hangry, and John's trying to give a little.
Don't you think he ever hauls off?
John's trying to give Olivia here a little pokey. Pokey.
Uh-oh.
Well,
kitchen foreplay.
This great scene, because we know John's hungry, but it's not for food on the table, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you want the old pig taco, huh?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's pretty much it, Gorilla. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So Grandpa's eating there, and he's kind of.
Yeah, really, John was a real man. He was a real wolf in that scene, boy.
He's a real handsy. He's handsy the whole episode. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that scene especially, like, geez, I thought he was going to jump right on the dinner table there, man.
Yeah, but you called it accurately several episodes ago when you said he was a horn dog.
Well,
they didn't get all those kids.
Last year, the committee.
They didn't get those kids by stork delivery, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, we just brought down this.
So anyhow, Grandpa
celebration in Charlottesville.
So they're gonna buy half this. They're having some kind of thing here. They're gonna buy half the store for the stuff from Godse's, half the stuff from this Turner guy here.
Yeah.
Just a sec.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and by the way, there is a bee story. It's Aaron entering a beauty pageant, by the way. Yeah. Just so you know, there is an actual bee story in this.
Why don't you invite everybody?
Yeah, Grandpa's even go, how about we all finish the meeting over the supper table there? No, they're just finishing up.
I believe what they were talking about was linked to last week's episode. This is the revival that they're discussing. It's just at a different stop for the Reverend.
Oh, so you think this was filmed or aired out of order?
It may have been, but you can explain it away. The Reverend just moved on to another stop that's not too far away, but they're still helping out.
Okay.
Now, Jerm, we should be okay because this is, per their closed captioning of what they're actually saying, but they do mention his full name in that closed captioning. I just hope that doesn't get Gorilla knocked off as well.
No, we're being educational here, and we're not praising it, so we should be fine.
Okay, all right. Let's just check.
Politics, yuck.
Yeah, exactly. Damn right.
Yeah, but ignore politics too much, and it's going to come and bite you in the butt.
Oh, like karma does.
Yeah.
Yet you announced in last week's Chronicle that you intend to print excerpts from his book in coming issues.
That's right.
Mein Kampf? Why in the world would you want to print such trash?
Because I think people ought to know about it.
See, you think, Job Boy is just phrasing the stuff wrong. Maybe if you phrased it a little bit differently, and not just say people ought to know about it, but they wouldn't have such issues as they have in the episode.
Well, he just could have told him outright, "Hey, look, you're a bunch of backwoods hicks. You need to get some education."
Well, he could have said he's using the words to knock down the Nazi propaganda, but
well, he's
or
trying.
told him that he sophistically will tell him that Hitler can fuck off. Sophistically,
I do see his purpose. I understand why John Boy is trying to educate the populace, whoever's in Rockfish, that this guy is a true maniac, and but there's some things about his personal struggle in the book, which is what it's translated from, that most Germans hooked onto and said, "Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense." But that was the majority of the German people, and I think most of them were pretty naive. But they were desolate. They were suffering from their own type of depression, and
well, context to history. After World War I, with the Armistice Treaty, Germany basically got screwed.
The Treaty of Versailles was like, some people still say that's one of the worst documents ever agreed to.
It was a stupid document because it bankrupted Germany to the point where Germany was a perfect brewing ground for what happened, in the 30s, and the Versailles Treaty basically set that wheel in motion completely. And I don't necessarily agree that the majority of German people were, totally in favor of this stuff. I know there was a lot of dissent, and there was a lot of people that that were against it, but you can't speak out when you're living under that regime, because if you do, you're not going to be around long, right? So I think there were a lot of clear-minded Germans that could see what was going on and did not approve of it, but they were probably just too frightened to stand up to it, because they really didn't have any power at that point. And obviously, Mikey, there were a good percentage of the population that has suffered so much, in the intervening years.
Financially.
Of course. Okay, there's that famous story about needing a wheelbarrow of money to buy a loaf of bread, right? We've all probably heard that one.
Yeah, I'm sure we heard that.
So,
I said, this had a personal, I just want to say real quickly, this had a personal thing for my mother, because, as I mentioned before, my mother's original father was a merchant marine in Germany. So when all this crap was going down, he decided it was best if he got out of the country, before whatever. And and it's a good thing he did, but he didn't live long after my mom was born. He was only alive for like 3 years, and then he died. So I don't know. It affected my mom deeply. I know that.
All right, guys, we do got a thing here. The proof set then wrong. See, I can two-time my damn shoes.
Oh boy.
No, I don't know why the cigar is in my nose. Well, actually, it's more in the cheek.
It's in your nose. Yeah,
in
it's
your
not in your
nose.
mouth. What the hell, Boomer?
Hey, girl is so manly that he doesn't smoke his tobacco; he snorts it. There
Now,
you go.
is this like a town? Is this like a town council meeting? Right. That's Korabeth, obviously on the left, and then this is who's this other guy? I always keep forgetting like that.
Some asshole named Turner.
He's forgettable.
Okay. Yeah, mostly forgettable. Yes.
That would be Buck Vernon.
Buck Vernon.
Buck Vernon. Okay. So it's like a town council meeting or something. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. And let's see. Cynthia says the Germans invaded because they didn't like the competition with Polish sausage. Okay, I'll give him that one. And,
I'll give him that one.
Says, blame ChatGPT.
Yeah. Oh man. Hey Boomer, that was a very funny one you sent, Gorilla. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow.
After reading your article about the book burnings in Germany, I don't need to know any more about Hitler or the Nazi Party.
That's exactly how I feel. Any man that would burn the Holy Bible is a heathen.
In my opinion, a responsible newspaper should reflect the interests of the community, and passages from Mein Kampf just don't belong.
Now, Grandma made a great point. She's convinced that the Nazi Party there's horrible, which I agree. The other Vernon, he didn't like, he read enough, he doesn't want to hear anymore. But freaking Irvin Fortnick here, it sounded like a prick the way he says stuff. Like this stuff just doesn't belong in our county.
But also
it's not very well. The lines are not very well written.
Yeah.
Even in '76, they're trying to tiptoe.
Right.
Well,
but the one thing.
Also, it's a bit one-dimensional that they're all so like a wall against John Boy. Not even one of them is willing to even consider his viewpoint or the point he's trying to make.
Well, not one of them. I think is being, for what my interpretation of the episode was, not one of them is wanting to be open-minded. But I think that Grandma made the best statement because she says that even Germans believe in the Bible, and and maybe they have it written in German. But yeah, if you burn the Bible, you're a heathen. I believe that absolutely. So I can see, like I said, I can see where John Boy's coming from. I totally understand. But I think that the townspeople should be a bit more open-minded about it, rather than just being one single mind and saying, "Yeah, F you, John Boy."
Yeah.
Precisely. People hereabouts are mostly interested in the social events of Jefferson County, and not some goings-on in a foreign country.
If you all don't mind, I'll just publish my newspaper the way I see fit.
See, he's not interested in debate or nothing.
Or again.
They aren't either, but they are not interested either.
Well, but basically, you just saw what he just did. He said, well, if all of you are saying F you to me, I'm saying F you to you, and I'm going to put it in my
No, he just shut down the conversation. He didn't want to talk about it.
No, I don't think John Boy is saying that at all. I just think John Boy is saying, look, I have invested money in a printing press. I invested time. I invested money in ink and paper and hours of sweat putting this paper together and writing the content of it and going out and gathering the advertising revenue to keep it going. I've worked my ass off for this. And I'm sorry if you people disagree because you're upset that I'm going to publish content that you don't approve of. But sometimes the newspaper has to publish the truth and not try and coddle people's emotions.
Okay, I will retract what I said about he's saying F you to them, but what I am going to say is he is invoking his freedom of speech, the right to that. And that's what he's telling them. I'm going to put it in there because I have the freedom to speak. I have the freedom of expression, and I want to put that in the newspaper. So
pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
So he's just basically sticking up for himself. He's not saying F you to anybody, really.
No. Yeah. Sorry I said that, though, but...
Yeah, he got it with the wrong way. Just a sec. And welcome, Brother Greg. He goes, cheers to living space.
Hey,
Yeah.
Euler.
And demonetized.
Hola.
All right, so Grandma's still munching away.
Hola.
Everybody's going out. Jason has to go play at the Drew job there. John Boy's going to the library. I don't know where Ben's going. I thought he was grounded.
Careful.
I thought Ben was grounded.
I don't know where he's going.
That car before.
Yeah,
I know what Ben's looking for.
Yeah, it's David Spencer's car.
Yeah, there is a red oak in that car.
I wonder what Mama would say.
I don't think there's any reason Mama has to know about it.
Now, here's two things. First, they're big brothers. They're not gonna go there narc about mommy and daddy. But also now they got blackmailed on Mary Ellen.
Well, they have dirt on Mary Ellen now.
Yeah, but no, but they didn't see it was Mary Ellen.
Oh,
they knew whose car it was.
Yeah, well, they knew whose car it was.
Said, I don't think there's a reason to tell Mama about it. So they know Mary Ellen's in that car.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
catch
they know
that.
that.
By the way,
Hey,
I'm not sure if it's a red oak or maybe a oh shit, forget it. I lost my train of thought.
It's about.
They're still majestic.
I understand.
Do you expect any difference?
Well, yeah, but the doctor's trying to talk sense, and he's like, look, let's not do something stupid. And Mary Ellen's go, hey, come on, knock me up already. Let's get it done.
Yeah, come on, I want to have a child, damn it.
Never underestimate a woman who's hurting for a squirt.
I would never underestimate a woman doing that.
Also, never underestimate the power of a woman. That's an actual phrase.
What do you think I just said?
No, you didn't say it right. You didn't say it correctly, Gorilla.
Well, I said it in the gorilla fashion.
Oh, okay. You said it in the ape fashion. Okay, I understand.
Okay, that's a new one. Gorilla fashion. Okay, so Gorilla, you're coming up with a line of clothing in the fall, right? Especially for gorilla people.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I've got some merchandise ideas. I just have to go with the right thing there. You should have had three already there. I didn't set him that. I set him at the lowest possible thing I could.
Oh boy.
You know what, Gorilla? I think you were the fourth gorilla
I'm having
from the
connection
Planet of the
problems.
Apes when it blew up.
They blew it up. They blew up the.
They blew it up. You damn people.
You're my home.
Yeah, I love this line.
I love you, Mary Ellen.
No, we have to be sensible.
You be sensible.
You be sensible.
Right now,
You be a bastard.
See, she's gone. She's gone. I'm going to drop my panties right now. Come on, let's get it done.
Hey, back then Judy Norton was horny.
She is definitely horny in this scene. Damn.
Yeah. Should I clip that and send it to Judy Norton there for you?
No. Oh God. Hey, Gorilla, do you really want to get your channel taken down? Like seriously?
Oh no.
No, that's perfect for the short and say, Judy Norton, please come on our show.
Yeah. This is perfect introductory statement.
God.
Say, hey Judy, were you hot for Robert S. Woods? That's who played David Spencer, by the way. Were you hot for Robert back then? And she'll probably just kind of have a big, red cheek full and go, I don't know.
She'll go, no. She'll go, no, it was acting.
Yeah. So anyhow, I love this line right here. I love this line.
Walking along
He'd
here.
shoot you.
Did anybody ever tell you you're crazy?
No. Am I?
No. I am.
Oh yeah. Down.
So I can't remember what this scene is.
That scene itself was almost a B story right there.
I'd say that's a good B story. I'd rather not follow the beauty pageant. It's irrelevant.
So grandma there prancing around.
Celebration. This is her idea.
There, and all the beauty people are doing it.
Man.
You remember that one, Liz?
That was one sideshow I missed.
And we get to wear bathing suits too.
Good Lord.
Well, Grandma, you can't have a beauty contest without some part of it in a bathing suit.
It seems to me that the Jefferson County Day program got along before without young girls parading around half naked.
No,
Aaron's gonna do a striptease.
So Yeah, but back then the bathing suits. Now I see girls go to like Walmart and that with less clothes on than what the
I know
bathing suits back then were.
No, guys, I know that you remember bloomers, right, from the 30s. Okay, so if that's the kind of
I'm not
bathing
that
suit
old.
you're talking about, it's not so bad, but
No, but even
I'm just saying.
30s bathing suits were pretty modest, right? Like, what did they
They were
show?
modest, but not like strip teasing, like like you had one piece, like the
No, but
things you have now.
they were one piece, and all they showed was arms and leg, right? That was about it.
That was about it. Yeah, it wasn't porno.
Hey, I could get them to change their mind real quick. We send someone back in time to the 1930s here, and we'll have them just wear one of those thong bikinis there. They'll change Grandma and Olivia's mind real quick.
Hey, Gorilla, when you're with Kayla, okay, ask her if she'll consider dressing up in a bloomer, and then let's see what her reaction is.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hey, we don't want to get Gorilla hit on the first day.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, Gorilla needs
that. What I just said, but don't work it.
Gorilla needs that frying pan to cook fish, not to be taking it off the back of his head on the way to the emergency ward.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so anyhow here.
Mama, we're not going to be parading around half naked.
That's right, you're not.
Daddy.
I'm not going to have any daughter of mine shimmying around in front of strangers.
Does that mean you're not going to let me into the contest?
That's the idea.
I never get to do anything I want.
Yeah, well, she's comparing a beauty contest to everybody's career choice, like John Boy becoming the head of a newspaper, Mary Ellen becoming a nurse, or Jace becoming a musician, or I can't remember what the other one is.
She is following her career path. Trophy wife.
What, a hooker on the side, on the corner?
No.
Oh, not that bad. But she's going to find a nice guy and raise a nice house, but she has no other intrinsic skills, so she needs to get out there.
Yeah, just a sec.
Boomer says he's having connection problems. Sorry to hear that, Boomer. Third commercial he's watched, and he says, "Do not listen to these people, Gorilla."
Yeah, I'm sure everything's going to work out nice and calm, and this one isn't going to beat him half to death.
Yeah, and for some reason, Boomer's saying, "Do not listen to these people, Gorilla."
Oh, come on. We're all friends of Gorilla here. We don't have any devious hidden agendas, okay? Hint, hint.
Yeah.
So go back to it's all wide up in the open, nothing hidden about it.
Yeah, nothing, no skeleton in the closet, just something.
Now, do you think Reverend Fordwick's speech here is part of the reason they start having so many problems here in the episode?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
It's a big, huge indicator.
It's a very bad speech.
Yeah. Fordwick is basically setting up trouble with this speech.
Yeah.
Announcements. Jefferson County Day will be celebrated next Saturday afternoon. You are all invited to attend.
Look, Grandpa fell asleep to a church.
Yeah.
Probably not the first time.
Okay.
That's right. Grandma's not smacking him up beside the head with the Bible.
Grandma's seen this too many hundreds of times before. She doesn't care anymore, Gorilla.
No. But I do want to mention something interesting about this scene. There was just to go into a real quick thing here, there was a short convention. They did a 50th reunion of these guys. And, at the time, Michael Learned and Richard Thomas were still alive. But they talked about this particular scene. And Richard asked, Michael Learned if I could hold her hand, because this was an important speech. And she said, "Oh, yeah, no problem." But for whatever reason, Richard kind of backed out last minute. So if he does grab her, that was just kind of edited in there. But he really didn't want to hold her hand. So
well, I I think that wouldn't make sense because John Boy is on the defensive here because basically Fordwick uses his pulpit to attack John Boy's intentions, and he doesn't even take into consideration. It's like does Fordwick not know John Boy? Is John Boy just walk into town the other day and he's a complete stranger to Fordwick? Like Fordwick ought to know by now that John Boy is a good man with good intentions. And he's a religious. John Boy's a religious person. He's not going to go and just go hog crazy and start publishing garbage. He's printing this because he has a reason in his belief system, at least, to do it.
I was surprised how long it took for Fordwick, for John Ritter's character to actually realize that John Boy is as important a member of the community as anybody else is, and he's got a right to follow his path and his instincts and his intentions, and he should respect that.
He knows that. This is all just very contrived. They give no logical reason for Fordwick having the opinions he's doing.
Right.
Because they have he has supported John Boy in similar situations in the past. There's no reason why he has a complete 180 on this particular time.
This scene basically makes Fordwick look like a Bible thumping idiot that is just like, if you don't agree with me, you're bad kind of guy.
Fire and brimstone, speeches like that. They can be taken the wrong way, and obviously this will be. So
Hey, PvP, can you read this one real quick?
Lemon said the poll reminds me of when PvP published his memoir, Mine Crotch. Thank you, Lemon. Well,
I thought he would have called it Mine Eggnog.
Well, that's what might have made more sense. Yes,
that's what I was thinking, but he didn't do it that way.
And I gotta tell you, I ain't writing anything that's gonna tell you about my crotch. Okay, I'm just putting that right out there. You're gonna hear that one.
We've heard plenty over the years.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Curtis, how's it going? Welcome.
Hey, Curtis.
Hey, Curtis. Hey, Gorilla, I hope you keep a track of clips you're going to be making tonight from this.
Oh,
yeah.
Geez.
So,
in these troubled times, we should be aware of our roots and the hard work of the early settlers who opened up this part of the country.
Oh, please.
At the same time, we must protect our heritage against those who would alter or destroy it. And that's why I feel compelled to mention.
Doesn't that sound a little bit like what a guy with a funny little mustache was saying halfway across the world?
Like that, doesn't it? Like a mirror, right?
Yeah, the writers in this situation either weren't prepared for the episode or didn't bother educating themselves of what was going on at the time, actually.
It seems like it's kind of far-fetched, doesn't it, Term?
Well, it's something like, unless they personally decide to make it look like, this is the exact same shit that Uncle Adolf there was saying, only they're ever in there, he's looked at as a positive light there, so what he's saying is kind of like a positive thing. But even though it's the exact same rhetoric that's been spewed halfway across the world.
I think that's the point the writers are trying to make, that Reverend Fordwick in his ignorance, even though he's not realizing, he's unintentionally mirroring the rhetoric of Mr. Mustache Man, and he doesn't even realize he's doing it. And I think the writers did that intentionally.
Yeah, it's almost like he told them he got the Three's Company job already, and they want to make him look bad.
Yeah, it does seem like that, doesn't it? It almost, because I know he did a few more episodes before he went there to the other place. But it just seems like they're saying, well, wait a second, Fordwick, you think he's nice? Oh, no. He has a dark side, just like anybody else does.
He came to the dark side.
Yeah, Fordwick did seem to be painted in a fairly black negative way in this episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm glad you said black.
Hey, Suzanne. And
Hey,
Scurvy
Suzanne.
said, now you're thinking like PvP's joke writer.
Well, I think he's talking about me because he says I'm one of only 2 people that get him.
Well, Lemon's always been my unofficial joke writer, so yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
So
that the writings of Adolf Hitler are about to be introduced into this community through the sincere, if misguided, efforts of a young man we all admire.
God. That's really calling him out.
You can just see John Boy's just like, oh, fuck.
Okay, there's 2 things I don't like about this scene. One, Fordwick's got no right to single out a parishioner during a church service. That's if he wants to talk to John Boy about his concerns and this crap in private, perfectly fine. I have no issue with that. But to call him out in front of like 80 people on a Sunday prayer session, that sucks. I think that's low. I think that's very low, especially for a reverend that's supposed to be a professional pastor. 2, it's like, excuse me, it's like, oh gosh, now I'm losing I always lose my train of thought. But
well,
it's like doing it in public is bad, and it's just yeah. Sorry, I lost the second. The second train was secondary.
The other thing I was going to quickly point out is look to his immediate right. There's Mary Ellen, whose own fornication with the doctor is in secret.
No. We don't know that she's fornicated yet.
We don't know yet. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I guess what you call backseat foreplay was the thing back then.
No, but the problem here is no one's bothered to ask John Boy what exactly is he putting, what excerpts he's putting in, and what his intentions are with them. They're all just assuming since he's putting the excerpts from Mein Kampf in, he must be obviously supporting the asshole.
Right.
That's the biggest problem here. That especially even nowadays, the problem is that we all assumes that assume something.
Well, I think to this day I never truly understood why John Boy. I mean, I understood the principles of it. He's going by as a writer. He's going by as a newspaper, man. Trying to print the truth. I get that. I understand that. But to this day, I'm still it still mulls around in my brain why he's accepting some of the actual lines from the book, because a lot of it is controversial. A lot of it is like it's a manifesto. It's exactly what I said before. It's a manifesto of what Uncle Adolfo planned out for the rest of the world, not just the Jews, but everybody else that was involved. So
Yeah, but don't you think people should know when some maniac wants to do world domination?
Well, ahead of time, I think some people should have known. That's probably why John Boy's trying to open their minds a little bit and say, "Hey, this guy may be a maniac, but this is his true intention. He's got some things he's going to tell you that he's going to do, and he did them." So and people tended to be ignorant. They played ignorant. So,
John Boy was one of those people that picks up on things early before a lot of people get it.
Yeah, he's got that sense, right? Doesn't he?
He's always been like that in the series. And
yeah, for sure.
It's like most of America didn't start. A lot of America, I mean, it was in the 40s before a lot of you guys started to figure out that this is like bad shit, right? And then, of course,
for my parents.
Well, no, but
we were sending material and
I know that
personnel over there from 38.
Yeah,
it's just we weren't legit about it.
Right.
Yeah, but you didn't really get into the war until Pearl Harbor.
Well, I would say we were really into the war well before that, because we just said we just did boots on the ground. We just sent all our shit over there. We didn't
and as for boots on the ground, we had more Americans in Britain at the time than there were Canadians
Well, it
before
was
the
a few
war.
months after, wasn't it? A few months after the invasion, right, of Poland, that Franklin Delano FDR decided to do that Lend-Lease Act, right, of 1940. So he was
Yes.
already involved. Maybe even though it seemed like it was indirect because it was transporting goods to Britain and the Allies and whatever at that time. But yeah, I mean he was involved. But until the Japanese got stupid and attacked Pearl Harbor, then and they woke the sleeping giant, as I remember what Yamamoto said, for the Japs. Then that was like, okay, well, since the Japanese have decided to join Germany and whatever and Italy, well, I guess we have to declare war on all of them and destroy them, and well, that's eventually what happened. So, yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
That the Nazis are planning to remove the Bible from German churches and replace it with Mein Kampf.
Now that's bullshit.
To be fair, they did not do that. They had no intention to do that. They just burned the churches.
Right.
Well, I guess once you burn the churches, you don't need to provide Bibles anymore, do you?
No, if you're burning down the places of worship, especially Jewish worship, which is bullshit. Yeah.
Did David Byrne and Talking Heads have a song called "Burning Down the House of Worship"?
No, he didn't call it.
So, Mikey, you should get that joke more than anybody.
I know the song, but it wasn't called that.
Yeah. All right, Curses, be chill away, Suzanne. And PvP, want to read this one?
Lemon Pie says, "Love you, PvP." LOL. Well, love you too, buddy.
Hey,
next, Scurvy's gonna start calling you babe.
Well, that's friendship love, not like the love that other guy the other day was accusing Lemon of.
Man, that's bromance.
That's manly bromance friendship love. Okay, let's get that on the record right fucking now. Okay.
All right. So we gotta speed this along.
The truth, so yeah, PvP,
My
don't
God.
worry about it. Kayla knows the truth. She loves gorillas. Kayla loves him. That's it. Okay. So.
I knew you were ticklish.
All right, we gotta move along.
On in the world, it has been announced that this very book be reprinted for us to read.
Did that tickle?
In Proverbs, it is written.
All right, so we're just kidding. Yeah, stop. Go watch a movie.
I'm gonna take your
All
hair.
right. So, John Boy's writing it here. I love this scene here. This is a good scene. And stop. Go watch a movie. Quit tickling my hair.
I bet this time soon. I bet Gorilla's going to remember to rap it from now on. I got a feeling.
I want to say it right.
Your mother told me what happened in church this morning.
That's right, John Senior. You don't go to church.
Germany's a little far
I like John Boy's comeback here, though.
Okay.
away to worry about what's going on over there.
Didn't seem so far away in 1917.
Yeah.
They learned their lesson.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's
no,
the problem.
See, that is the epitome of arrogance right there. Yeah, yeah, sure. You get your ass kicked once, maybe you're not going to start a fight again, or you're gonna learn from that fight, make some changes, and go back to try to whoop their ass for a second time.
Well, I think John Senior, though, when he says they learned their lesson, remember this is 1937. He doesn't have the context of history like we are privileged to have.
Right.
He doesn't know how. He has no down about Mr. Mustache. They're certainly not thinking about what happened with the Versailles Treaty and how people suffered. They're not aware of that at all. John Senior's not aware of that. He's saying, "Oh yeah, they learned. It's all over. It's done. It's done. John Boy, don't worry about it. It's all good." and he doesn't grasp what is actually starting to brew here.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't very. The U.S. government wasn't very keen on people knowing too much about the Treaty of Versailles because it was actually old Woody who wanted some of those major penalties on Germany. He was big on cripple them forever and basically turn them into a serf state.
Well, that didn't work out well, did it?
Nothing that man ever touched ever worked out too well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, basically, if you want to blame and put part blame on Woodrow Wilson, right? It was a big part of it. He figured if you can wound the animal, in this case, the beast that was Germany back then in World War I, if you can wound them enough, they won't do anything. But I think he was just ignorant of that fact that you don't just wound an animal; you have to, do the other thing and make sure they can't come back. And he left them with just enough to, and of course, as you all seen with the Treaty of Versailles, it made them desperate because they were, and they needed somebody who could come forward and say, hey, we can reverse this trend. Well, unfortunately, it was Uncle Adolfo. So,
Yeah. And the League of Nations was supposed to be there to help smooth over any type of real problems that came up. But then Woodrow,
they failed at that.
He killed that just like everything else.
Exactly.
Yeah, have a good night, Boomer.
League of Nations are about as useful as the UN. They were completely useless.
Right. But I want to specify that lemon pie, initially, as we know, it was the Jews. But when America got involved, then it became an equal opportunity oppression against all religions. So it wasn't just two of them; it was everybody at that point. And yes, you're right; they were very, very anti everything at that point.
There's so many. The scary thing is there's so many parallels to this episode about what's going on in my country right now. But I don't go into it live. I'll mention it backstream if you guys can hang around for a couple of minutes. But we are reliving history in my country right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
you got the one you got one I like.
You agree with Matt Fordwick?
I think this one. Before.
Anyway, this is a great
figure
scene.
the Chronicle's going to cover local news, son. The major world events, the city newspapers.
Daddy, the world's getting smaller every day. And pretty soon, any piece of news is going to be local news. And one book burning, one treaty violation.
Yeah. Oh shoot. My screen tapped out. There's played a little bit longer than I wanted to. But this is the one hell of a speech from John Boy.
One threat to human dignity ought to be reported in every local newspaper across this country. Now, I got to be free to pass on to my readers anything that I think is important. That right's been done away with in Germany completely. You know what Adolf Hitler says? He says that free press is drivel. And if there's one book he doesn't agree with, he
got one thing right.
Of it. I don't want to see that happen here.
Yeah, and the thing is, free speech entitles a speech that you don't like. Also,
right.
And that's not existing in our world now, is it? Because you can't speak freely without being attacked.
Yeah.
It's in the entire episode.
Yeah, and I like the way Ralph Waite's again there.
Ralph Waite is fantastic in this scene. He's really good.
Yeah. Can you see, Jerm, that in a way it's what you and I and all of us have said about Ralph Waite's facial gestures? They speak volumes. He doesn't even have to say words. All he has to do is give you that expression, and it's like when Olivia looks into your soul. It's like,
Yeah, it's the type of acting you don't get nowadays with all the
right. You'll never get this
Botox.
again. Exactly. Well, you'll never get this again. Looks like this, gestures like this.
The thing is,
it's impossible when your face is permanently frozen.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, when your lips are the size of weather balloons, it's pretty hard to act. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Acting on what you believe.
Just even the slight back and forth say a lot with the eyes.
Yeah.
Well, I just like the way it ends here. Well, I guess we don't see it, but he says, Didn't he say something about I'm proud of you or something to John Boy?
He's proud of him because he's standing on his principles.
Exactly.
All right. Now in this scene here, you might not see it in this exact still here, but do you recognize the mistake?
No.
Mikey?
You're saying recognize the state?
The mistake.
Mistake.
Oh, the mistake. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah. But I'm not going to say it here. I think it might bring you down.
Didn't that go back to an earlier episode where Grandpa had to bury her?
They threw the statue into Drusilla's pond, but for this scene here, they moved it to the shore and tipped it on its side, but really it's standing upright in the middle of the pond.
That's right. It's standing in the middle of it, so it shouldn't be. Right. That's the wrong one. Yeah.
I'm guessing vandals came along and pushed it over.
Or Grandpa moved it. Or Grandpa had the boys move it. But anyhow, yeah, she's all upset that she can't be in the thing there, and they're all old-fashioned prudes and shit. But Grandpa has an idea. He's gonna see if he can work a miracle. So he's going here. He's flirting with Zulika here, who's hurt for a squirting from Grandpa.
It's Zuleka. Yeah, no, it's she pronounces it Zuleka.
She's been in other episodes before, right? I remember.
Yeah. Miss, her last name is Marlowe. She plays Elsie Brimmer, and she's German. So yeah, she's been in this. We unfortunately lost her a few years after the Waltons were over, but the actress. But she's a German, full German.
Hey Jeff.
Hey Jeff, how's it going? Yeah, but so anyhow, let's see here, blah blah blah. They're talking about the beauty pageant, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Hey Grandpa, Miss Brimmer goes, "Is John Boy gonna still write that article?" Yeah, yes he is, as far as it can be.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. This stuff could be all skipped over. It's all side story bullshit.
Actually, that bit does become very important at the end of the episode.
What?
I was thinking of calling him Uncle Adolfo, the German Fuller Brush man.
When she's asking him if he's going to still write the article that
that part's important, but all that Mary Ellen crap isn't.
No. But that one part, anyway. Continue. Oh boy.
All right. So
yeah, it's more of the eighth story that is the most important part of this episode, and it stands out in a lot of different ways. Very poignant at the end too, but I won't say how. I'll let you guys, watch the end of that. But very poignant.
This is it.
And Miss Brimmer has a lot to do.
Right there.
No, this is another key. This is a very important scene, actually.
Yeah,
it is.
My press, mostly it still belongs to Mr. Johnson. Would you like to see me work it?
No, thank you. What I came to talk to you about was your article, the one on Hitler and Mein Kampf.
John Boy's wondering what the hell their problem with it is. But what he should do is just grab what he's already got written into it and show it to her.
But what I like about John Boy, he's not jumping to any conclusion here yet. He wants to hear what the other person says before he draws a conclusion about anything or forms an opinion about anything.
Well, because she's German, Miss Brimmer knows a lot more than about the situation. I think.
But John Boy is ignorant of that at this point.
Right. So he wants to hear her
side. That's why this is such an important scene.
It is.
Right there.
John Boy, if you quote from that book, you might just stir up a real hornet's nest. Some people don't take kindly to foreign ways and ideas. Sometimes it makes them do terrible things.
She almost sounds like one of those old school gypsies that's like predicts the future with like the crystal ball and shit.
Not
You
my
you
ear.
mean like the old grandma type gypsy that does that?
No, I didn't get that at all. Sorry.
No, I didn't
Well,
get that impression.
there's a
but-
reason she sounds like that, and she's gonna get to that.
Yeah, she will. She'll tell him.
Yeah, this is a very key scene.
Here we go.
God rest him, was a good man, but he was German born.
Right.
I like that. It's just like they play like a subtle little music right after she said that. I like that.
Oh yeah, I love that. That to me was like there is a storm brewing, and you hear that subtle music, right, Gorilla? That came in, and oh man,
Yeah, it's a subtle touch, but it was worth it. Or great.
totally worth it. Absolutely.
I didn't know that.
No one does here on Walton's Mountain. That's how we wanted it when we moved here. Mr. Brim had become an American citizen and a good one.
Yeah, no, it's how quickly, like you said, she was talking slowly, and then she very quickly said a good one. You know, like they had that real quick.
Dad, why you weren't ordering McDonald's?
I'm not. It's not.
During the Great War, that
Thanks,
didn't mean much.
Gertie.
Not when people found out where we came from. Neighbors turned against him. Many worked with. Even my own family.
Now, even her, she's just doing these subtle little things here that and just the way she says it, you don't get that nowadays. That the same feeling you get from where she's recollecting this but still has like that hurt sorrow in her voice.
Are you saying, girl, that the subtlety has been erased from our dictionary?
No, like I've been searching for the last fucking decade. I haven't been able to find it.
There's nobody wants subtlety anymore. They just want bang bang, boom boom, slam slam, hit you over the head with garbage. That's what they want now.
Yeah. So I shouldn't be jealous. I'm not sure what you're talking about here.
There's very little point in being jealous.
Oh, do I need to fight you, Scurry? Oh, I got it.
What the fuck is this about?
I put 20 on Suzanne.
There. Oh yeah, I'll give 3-2 on Suzanne.
Yeah, I
Four
put 20
rounds.
bucks on Suzanne.
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. What the fuck is this about?
Her and Lemon Pie are gonna have a PvP on a pole match.
Oh, good lord!
It should be a cage match. Would that be more fun?
Yeah, you ain't putting me on no fucking pole.
No. Cage match would be more fun.
Piggyback on my
you want me to read this?
PvP did eventually change his wire title to Mine Eggnog.
Mine Eggnog.
Okay. PvP.
Sure, Lemon.
If I can sell pay-per-view buys to it, you'll get on that pole and you'll like it.
Only if I get 100,000 in advance before it starts.
Well, whoever owns you after
You're
the
asking for
match,
too low.
well, could negotiate for that.
Too low, PvP. You need to ask for a mill.
Okay.
Easy.
All right. So Scurry said,
I don't want to get involved with this.
all right, Scurry says because I said love you PvP, lol. And now he's dumping you. No, Suzanne, he's all yours.
Yeah, but the thing is, Lemon comes up with eggnog jokes, and Suzanne, you got to step it up. Then you got to come up with eggnog jokes every week if you want to take over.
Yeah, and Chris says Mine Eggnog, great books. All right, so back to.
Oh man.
Walton's Mountain that we finally could live in peace. Don't stir stir up those hates again, John.
Yeah, I'm still getting that gypsy vibe from her, but not the real gypsy, but like one that can kind of foresee the future.
I don't get that at all. Like, sorry, I just.
Okay, what's it
not like
remind you of?
Gypsy vibe is forlorn, and she knows the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
close, but not exact.
I think she lived the past, and that's why she knows the future, because the past does tend to repeat in the future.
Well, she tends to have a sixth sense because the way that the Germans were scorned, because they thought they were the instigators of World War I initially, right? And then the way they were scorned, yeah. So.
Oh, Germany only got punished because they were the ones with that could actually cough up the dough. Yeah, but anyhow, so.
Deja, you okay, honey?
I got a sec. I got. Oh, go play the rest.
That kind of ignorance is a very, very dangerous thing.
Exactly.
And that is exactly why I have got to print this article here. I also have to hope that my readers will understand that.
See, and I think that's enough that scene there. But notice that nobody ever reads this article there. So John Boy's off to go save all the advertisers here, and John here
Don't get himself hurt.
Well,
Let's have some stuff for things to look.
You know what I liked about the end of that previous scene was when John Boy says, talks about ignorance, and she doesn't say anything. You can see there's a reaction in her face, though. She's like, it was that kind of ignorance that drove us from town to town with my German husband, trying to get away from the ignorance. And I think she's kind of grasping exactly that John Boy, what he's saying, that ignorance is a very, very dangerous thing.
Hey, Gorilla, did you want to catch up real quick? There's just a few things in the chat if you want. It's up to you, but.
I think Elizabeth and Pa are going to make out here for a while anyway, so go for it.
Yeah,
probably.
So it says, "I still love scurvy." Let's see. Curtis says, "Subtly against my religion."
Oh my goodness.
Suzanne,
I was going to say, "Oh my God," and then I caught myself.
Then Curtis says, "Suzanne is the best."
Yeah.
You all safe. You have your taken German Jew.
Token, not
German
taken.
Jew.
Token German Jew. Okay, just say it.
Woot, woot,
woot, woot. Good one, Curtis.
Be back in a minute. I'm just going to step away for a minute.
All right. So,
right.
Grandpa, they haul him in here.
Immediate seating in the box.
Oh, so it's a weird thing there. He's presented the Susette thing. This is from 1910. So basically, she's wearing more than what she normally does to go swimming, and it's like, blah blah. Grandma's not amused, but they finally like, all right. So
the ticket office.
So he doesn't want to be associated with John Boy's paper as long as he's printing the thing. So he says, screw it. They're a bunch of assholes. They start throwing out the papers there, going, Hi, Lincolita, the whole time. So here he's printing it. They're reprinting the paper. After something. That's a title there. Should tell you that I don't know if that's a bad phrasing or what of the paper. The fanatics rise to power.
Yeah.
Of course, that says as long as he's promoting this shit that they don't want it in there, so he kicks him out.
Get the weight of the world on his shoulders.
I'm sorry about that.
Boy, that's the most underrated statement I've ever heard Grandpa say, that he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Yeah. So
that was so underrated. Damn it.
Yeah. So they make this was a funny joke right here.
To do a little courting.
Courting? Oh no, not at the BYPU.
What's the BYPU?
Baptist Young People's
University.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
potluck or
Brigham
something.
Young.
Like
Brigham. Well, I know BYU is Brigham Young University, so I'm assuming the P in there is for some ulterior purpose.
It's
don't be breaking that.
Baptist Young People's
University.
So just to get not university.
Union.
Union probably.
Union. Oh, okay.
All right, so
Dad, what is the red thing?
Stop.
Ow.
Get that on my face.
A hand can't go that far.
So,
Push it.
What are you smiling at?
Nothing. I was just thinking a few of those outings you and me went on when we were young.
Specifically the outings to the Red Oak there.
He is the classic horn dog.
I don't think Olivia was all that innocent before she married John. I'm almost starting to think
she
John
wasn't.
was
Obviously, as you keep pointing out to us, Gorilla, that's why they produced 7 children, okay?
Yeah. I'm starting to think John Boy was conceived before they were married.
I bet he was.
She just kept trying to tempt him into converting. She got him halfway there.
Yeah, and I'm starting to think that they had a shotgun wedding.
Dad, is there vinegar or water in here?
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Is there water or vinegar in there?
Remember the time
Hey,
down by
you better marry
Stevens
my
Hall?
daughter, damn it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Stop. I can't concentrate. So anyhow, he's pointing out Stevens Hollow. I like Olivia's reaction.
Yeah, Carl.
Tell her about it, John. Tell her about Stevens Hollow.
I don't think Liv wants me to talk about it.
I don't remember it at all. I think you must have me confused.
So
with
yeah,
somebody
yeah.
else.
So she's just trying not to talk about it. Here they're talking. And they're drunk, but they sort of just had punch and they're drinking out beakers and stuff. But then this happens.
Yeah, sure. They just had punch and they're that drunk. Mary Ellen's been drinking more than punch. So
Just punch, Mrs. Walton.
So that happens.
Whoa.
This was in the intro.
Yeah, punch
they
with
run,
like a quart of vodka poured into it. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, they go to try to chase him down, but they can't. This was what was printed on the rock, but I'm not gonna linger over it. And
don't linger over that. Of course, we're probably already screwed anyway.
Oh boy.
I kind of like that shot, how they pan out to the broken window. They shoot through the broken window.
That's a Ralph Sinesky shot right there.
Yeah. But it's very poignant. I mean, it's important. Like
Sinesky could do great camera work and direction and get the emotion in it.
Hey, Gorilla, are we allowed to say that S word that ends with A?
Huh?
Sure.
No,
What?
we are not.
Okay.
Watch your words, Mikey.
The ancient
Yeah,
Buddhist
I am.
symbol.
Watch your words. Watch your words.
I am.
So
what?
And that piece of glass
They
is
were saying
obviously
on there,
too
he
small.
says he
for
thought
that
he was in
space.
love. Yeah. He's in
My
love
job.
with Mary Ellen.
I live here too, you know, John boy.
Oh,
Come on.
did you catch that? Did you catch that? Watch the glass carefully here. Watch.
Okay.
The glass is 3 sizes too small for the space.
It is. It is.
No, but watch it. Watch it. Watch this glass. Look at size.
Got it. I'm supposed
Then they switched it.
to be doing that. That's my job.
Oh, it was switched. They did have it switched.
Yeah.
Too, you know, John boy. Come on. In the hand. Let's get it in.
That's
You know,
pretty
it's not
awesome.
funny. Both of them can fit their hands on either side of it, on it, holding it, grasping it on each side of the glass. So obviously it's the wrong direction. But they're still trying to fit it in.
Well, they do switch it.
Yeah, but right now they should not have their hand on the inside like that.
County Day? Yeah, here we go, this way.
It's nice to see forever now.
And your grandma wanted to get there early because she thinks she's running everything.
Oh God, here we go.
While they're fixing up errands. outfit. The youngins wanted to get over to play games, so your daddy drove them over early.
What do you think of Mary Ellen and her new boyfriend?
I think they're in love.
I know they're in love. They're as close together where you couldn't put a crowbar in between.
Hey, so are the Walton girls falling in love in this bloody episode? Jesus.
No, just one of them.
Well, we got Mary Ellen. Now we got Aaron.
No, he's talking about Mary Ellen. Aaron's at the beauty pageant.
No, I thought he was saying Mary Ellen was interesting.
No, he's talking about Mary Ellen.
Anyhow,
you figured out what you're gonna do with that newspaper yet?
Oh, I've been all over Rockfish trying to find a place to put the press. Nobody seems particularly interested in renting to me. Of course, I probably couldn't even afford it if they were.
All right. And let's see. Suzanne says X-teen is German Jew descent. It translates to cornerstone, which is the first structural stone placed. Nice. I did not know that.
Yeah,
Very
that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, the cornerstone is always, well, it used to be the first stone placed in a building. I don't know if it probably isn't these days, but it used to be.
Yeah,
now you don't really need them now.
Well,
of course, cornerstone and the keystone works very well in masonry.
Yeah,
but,
and
they don't really use masonry all that much.
They throw shit up. They throw shit up so fast now. It's like I got a condo going up 2 blocks away from me, and they started throwing it up like a couple of months ago, and it'll be finished by next summer. So
yeah. They don't really need the load bearing.
Oh, there ain't no cornerstone there. It's all fucking prefab bullshit. So yeah.
Yeah. So Kerr says, yeah, like the BSU back at NOC was Baptist Student Union. Okay. Alrighty. So
you wouldn't move out on us, would you?
Sure, I would.
Oh.
The only thing is, I got payments to meet on the press. I got newsprint to buy. I got operating expenses. Just goes on and on and on.
What's the answer?
The answer? Keep my readers happy but uninformed. Please the advertiser.
Well, to me.
Meeting.
Yeah, it is kind of dulls it. All right. Yeah.
The train news is what it's called. Getting their pictures in the paper. That's the only thing people are interested in around here.
You have got to bring them along gradually the way a good fisherman would.
Oh, this is great.
Not
This
as good
is
a
great.
fisherman
This
as
is
you
a
are,
good
Grandpa.
scene.
You remember, John boy, that big old perch
Yeah, I don't think this would work very well.
hung down there by the bridge. Huh?
I get
So you come
Grandpa's
along?
point though. You gotta get hook the fools by the nose and then shear them like sheep.
Well, I didn't just come along, you know. I would go down there in the dusk of the evening with a can of worms, and I'd throw one in and another in, and he'd gobble them up one after the other. He thought he was on a government handout. In one
Did they even have government handouts back then?
That's a good line.
Yeah,
That is
they
a good
did.
line. I like that line.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, continue,
Yeah.
please.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Okay, I think you need to get your youngster under control there, girl, or something. That sounds painful.
No, don't not do that. You're gonna poke hole.
Is your youngin biting you?
I yanked him in. Oh, what a fight he put up. You know, he was big as a Saturday Evening Post, because that's what I measured him with.
That's
You
what I
gotta handle
measured
your
myself
readers
with.
the way a fish.
Oh, so basically you're outdated, out of touch.
And huge.
And huge.
That's okay. You can do something about at least one of those.
Yes.
That was a joke if you didn't get the humor, but oh well. Please continue. This is a good scene.
This is good.
Fisherman would. You play along with him and give him one of those meeting the train stories, and then
Yeah,
you put a hook
yeah,
on it.
yeah.
yank
Give them
'em in.
some horse shit, and then they'll swallow
I
everything.
read that story you wrote, John boy. I learned a lot from it. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
So
I always
basically,
like-
Grandpa's the only one that's read the story.
Well, look,
Yes.
Grandpa's grandpa, and he paid. Hey, us old geezers tend to pay attention to a lot of shit. Okay, we
So-
get written off, but we pay a lot of attention to a lot of shit. And Grandpa's always supportive of people in the Walton clan, right? Come on, we know that.
To be fair, PvP, I never considered you an old geezer. Okay.
It's okay, PvP. I do.
All right, sorry.
Okay,
So
so
more
we got
pointless,
a 50-50 balance. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Very sorry to hear what happened at your house last night.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah,
Some stormtrooper paid us a visit.
I like it how
play this, please, Gorilla. This is good.
I am, but you also got copyright.
Well, yeah. Where's your chloroform? You were talking about chloroform for your kids all this time, Gorilla.
Yeah, and I want to say I like the point he's been forward, almost blaming him.
Well, if you remember,
please, I want to hear.
Mikey was trying to make a point. Mikey,
all I was trying to say was when he mentioned Stormer.
Oh God!
Remember through this, so
this has that.
I understand, but it was kind of like a foreshadowing over there.
We're getting sidetracked. We're getting sidetracked.
No, we're not. No. Just was making a point, but that's okay.
These were really bad.
Like to see disagreements settled. I'd like to put our troubles.
I've gone as far as I can trying to push my point. From now on, people around here are going to get just what they want, which is nothing more controversial than the weather.
Yeah. Well, the key line in that scene I love is, I didn't say you threw it. But he's almost implying it, isn't he, in a way? Like he's saying you didn't throw it yourself, but you encouraged other people to do it.
Yeah.
Through your sermon.
Yeah, so and she's just pointing that Miss Florabelle tape won the thing, blah blah. She blames John Boy because of his article thing that it was all rigged, bullshit, blah 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 blah.
I'm sure she ended up voting Democrat for the rest of her life because she blames everybody for her problems, but oh well.
So they're having a big gathering here.
Resulted in ill feelings and even violent acts. It has been said that we shut our eyes to what is going on in the world. Well, tonight I've planned a little surprise to demonstrate we are greatly concerned by the trouble in Germany.
Now, this is the exact same rhetoric that was going on in Germany.
And certainly in no way, shape, or form how people were responding around the country.
And the thing is, if he was actually concerned about what was going on, he would actually let John Boy publish that.
Yeah, but anyhow, this is two cheeks on the same ass is what it is.
Fordwick is in hypocrite mode in this scene.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, it's two cheeks on the same ass is all it is.
You've all read how the Nazis have been burning our American books. This is an action that should not go unprotested.
So
now everybody knows Buckburn.
Medieval burns books, you want to act just like they do. Great thinking. No logic at all.
Yeah.
And in no way what was happening. For one, that's more in books than you're going to find in the entire state of Virginia.
All right. Sadly, stop.
It's most appropriate that he found for me a real piece of junk. Mein Kampf. I propose that tonight we have a symbolic book burning of our own. Hitler may replace the Bible with his own book in Germany, but it shall never happen here.
By doing the exact same thing that he's doing. Makes sense to me. What's your problem?
Yeah, it's like I hate evil, but I'll become evil myself. Makes sense.
Well, it's what they call fear mongering. And it is exactly what he's doing is what exactly Uncle Adolfo was doing.
This was definitely written to make Reverend Fordwick look bad.
Yeah.
He had told him he got a full-time job, and this is the process of burying the character.
This didn't make him look bad. No.
Oh yeah. I mean, Jerm, it was what was used to stir up the people, and so that's why it's similar in both ways of what's going on. You know, what's happening.
Anyway, how about we watch?
Yeah. Hadley.
Yeah,
Hadley,
how about
don't
you get?
don't let Daddy pull out the dark gun of chloroform.
Yeah. Don't let Daddy pull out the sleeping gas.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
I could go. Shut up,
Bundle
Mike.
of German books.
Let's just watch. Yeah.
Had it like this.
yeah.
To keep
Oh,
the
God.
fire warm.
This is such a
boy,
good
stay out
scene,
of
but I guess
Yeah.
we're missing it.
Hey, Hadley, go to the
We're
couch.
missing it.
Go
We're
to the
missing
couch.
this.
Go to the
I've
couch.
seen the episode. It's okay, PvP.
I've seen it, but I would like to see it again.
You stop that right now.
Hold
Just stop
on,
that
you
right
young
now.
fuck.
I
I didn't want to
said
go
to
this
stop
far.
it.
I didn't mean to go this far, John Boy. Calm
And
down.
the
Get your hand
people that
off
haven't
me.
watched the review have not seen it.
Yeah. So yeah, I like this. John Boy's actually going too far here.
No, I finally like it. John Boy's like, enough of this shit. Get your hands off of me.
This whole thing with my newspaper, I know that. But you misunderstood me. I was trying to show you what people are capable of out of ignorance and out of fear and out of hatred. Do you realize that this kind of thing is happening all over Germany? All over Germany. And right now, Germany and Walton's Mountain are not very far apart in my mind.
You know, if he would have said this similarly at the beginning of the episode, then none of this would have happened.
But
Right.
you know, John Boy is always a moderate. He doesn't like to throw shit in people's faces. That's John Boy, right?
Horse
Yeah, that's the
shit.
problem.
He is the most hypocritical, pushy son of a bitch on that mountain.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's just watch the rest of it. I have my own opinion.
I read that a foreign tyrant was publishing his plans to take over the world and was carrying out those plans. I thought you ought to have the opportunity to know about it. Just like I'd take the opportunity to tell you if there was a blight that was threatening your crops or some kind of scandal that was threatening your government. I mean, that's freedom as far as I can see it. And if you choose not to know about it, that's freedom too. But if you take a book and if you burn this book, then you can't know about it. And you had your freedom taken away from you. Do you understand me? Or if there's anybody here who feels that this book is more dangerous in one piece than it is burned in ashes in that fire, then I want you to come up here. I want you to take it out of my hand.
Isn't that? It's kind of like the same as if there's if there's one person here without sin, may cast the first stone.
Jesus said about Mary Magdalene, the prostitute, that if anybody was without sin, cast the first stone, and nobody cast the stone. So
yeah.
And now to death all the time.
Yeah.
The fire right now.
And everybody's just like, shit, should we test it or not?
I think Reverend should have pulled a mustache out of his pocket at this point and stuck it on his face.
Yeah.
That same kind of binding.
Right.
The text, but I think he recognizes the way the book looks.
Yeah.
Years thinking about literature and books and shit. And I'm sure there's something in here.
Yeah. You know,
I think
he says that, but here.
Yeah, you know what's this? Who plays her? Nora, December 31st, 1970.
She could go out much better.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want to share her secret. Remember, she told John Boy, "Don't share my secret."
Yeah, but I don't think she was expecting this to come up.
Well, she wasn't, obviously, and then she knew it didn't matter what the consequences were. She had to get up and read that Bible.
Well, the only thing is, everybody's known her for years, and the people on Walton's Mountain are built differently.
Yeah, but she was still she still said, "John Boy, don't tell." She was still afraid because she'd been traumatized for so many years, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes when people are having like post-traumatic stress syndrome, it doesn't matter if they've been safe for years; they still feel the trauma.
Yeah.
Drummer?
I like this scene.
This is a great scene.
This really put it over the top.
I think it's one of the best scenes of the series so far.
Am Anfang schuf Gott Himmel und Erde. Und die Erde war wüst und leer. and es war finster auf der Tiefe.
Everybody's has that look like what the hell is she reading? But almost, but yeah, it has like a similar like feeling to it. You know, if I'm saying it right, am I making sense? Like everybody kind of has a feeling like they know what she's saying, but they don't understand it. They're trying to see what John Boy's point is.
I think they're saying, oh, it's German, so it must be evil. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. Like she's reading it. Everybody's having that look like, okay, she's reading in German, but yet they have that slight feeling like they know exactly what she's saying.
I didn't get that. Sorry, I didn't get that at all.
I think you guys already seen this, so you would know what I'm saying. She is basically quoting from the beginning of the Bible. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And
but looking at the still here, they're like, what the fuck? We're confused. We don't know.
Well, because they don't know how to speak. They don't know how to understand German or translate it.
Exactly. So I think they're clueless at this point. They're like, huh? What? Who?
I want to hear it, please.
All right, now, you read that for us in English. All right? Just that part.
And everyone's like, oh, fuck, I about burnt the Bible.
Yeah, Reverend's like, well, I was going to burn a Bible.
Void and darkness was upon
totally proven that ignorance is a bad thing.
And God spoke, let there be light.
Yeah.
So it's bringing everybody to tears. They're being emotional, blah, 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 crying. John Boy, he can't believe they're about to burn the Bible. And
both of them.
He gives them the John Boy for safekeeping, and everybody learns a thing. Blah, blah, blah. There's no Goodnight John Boy in this episode. But we're going to go with our epilogue here. Yeah. My first experience expressing an unpopular idea nearly turned into disaster. Fortunately, my family was able to overcome the problems I had helped create to them. Ow! The trouble soon died down when people realized I was only trying to let them know that something was stirring in the world that even Walton's mountain could not keep out.
Excuse me. Sorry.
That's okay. Right. That's not half as bad as Gorilla getting bit.
Yeah. And Curtis says, sounds like trying to run a YouTube channel today. Yeah, exactly. 2025, nothing has changed or has been learned. It's still been erasing the Jewish people. Yeah, that's one of the things that a perfect example of history repeating itself.
Oh, I if you want to stick around backstage, you probably can't, Suzanne. But I got some stuff to say backstage.
Yeah, Suzanne, she's gonna catch rewatch. Good job today. Okay, thank you, Suzanne. My internet has been weird for several days. Yeah. All right, so what is everybody's thoughts on? Or we'll start with PvP. What's your thoughts?
I thought this was a very, very, very solid episode. I'd give this one an A+. Maybe it's not perfect, but it's pretty damn good. And considering, we're just getting into this season, and there's been some really shit episodes. I gotta be honest. So I'd say this was the best one I've seen so far. I think it was really good. I mean, it made its point. Relsineski, pro director, did a good job on keeping the episode tight. I mean, of course, the B plot was stupid, but then it always is. So, that's what the writers do. But yeah, overall, I thought this was a very solid episode. It made its point about the political situation back in 1937. And, maybe it's not 100% historically correct, but it is TV. So let's give it a little bit of a chance. And I just enjoyed it for what it was. So yeah, I'm giving this one an A+.
All right. Thank you, Mikey.
Yeah, I agree with PvP. I gave it the same grade. And like I said, when I was 11 years old watching this on TV, even back then, this was one of those few episodes that, I was proud to say that my family, after we all watched it together, we talked about it. We didn't do that very often with a lot of TV you watched back then. But when you had subjects like this that were so controversial and yet was done in a very open-minded and and in a way that it was just presented. And I have to give kudos especially to Ralph Sinensky because and the writers because they did have an objective here. They wanted to wake people up to the fact that history can repeat itself. Ignorance is not bliss. It's it was a whole it got a very high grade for me because it was enough for our family to talk about it and discuss the subject matter. And not very many shows did that back then, but they started to learn. But then, of course, they all went ignorant and stupid. So that's why you don't watch a lot of TV anymore because they don't give you subjective material, creative enough to discuss. So yeah, A+ for me, definitely.
All right, thank you, Germ.
Well, I understand the point they're trying to make, but I think they bit off a little bit more than they can chew. This episode was beyond them. The subject matter is just too much for the talent they had, the writing talent they had. It's clunky. The characters all, when it comes to the particular topic, they are all acting very out of character. They could have been a little bit more
Dad, I want to watch Moana too.
accurate especially with the Reverend, but I think the Reverend has been thrown under the bus because he just got a big time job.
Right.
Okay.
So all in all, I give this a C-.
Wow. Wow.
And for me, I got a split grade on this because the A story, I thought it was great. It's teaching us we gotta learn from history. We're having the story there where we know all the characters from Walton's Fountain over the years, except for that Buck Vernon, but we know everybody there. So they're trying to make him look at a better light. Except they threw the Reverend under the bus because he got a different story. But that's a whole different song. I kind of don't blame for him for that. I could deduct for that, but I'm not because it's just the lessons we can learn from this here. But it was also the rhetoric there spewed was basically the two cheeks on the same ass. The rhetoric was exactly the same, only we only get to see one side of it here, and we're seeing that history repeats itself. We're even seeing nowadays with the political rhetoric that's going on. So I'm giving the A story an A, but I'm giving the B story a fuck you out of 10 because it's completely pointless. It's completely fucking filler. And the only reason that they had that B story was when Erin lost the beauty pageant. She just can go, fuck you. A fuck you out of 10. That B story.
Okay, if Hadley, can I ask you something, Gorilla? If Hadley wants to join a beauty pageant later on in life, are you going to let her?
Well, her mother won't even tell me if she does, so I guess that.
Okay, well then you're screwed either way. Okay.
Yeah.
Her mother doesn't tell a Gorilla what that $200 is for. It's just give me $200 for the kid, and Gorilla peels it right off because he don't want to go back to court.
So we got it. So anyhow, we got this. I asked, do you guys agree with John Boy getting that printing extra from Mein Kampf into the Blue Ridge Chronicle there, and not even Kim Jong Un or Winnie the She in China can get this kind of percentage of the vote. 100% saying yes.
Yes.
So
okay, that's probably one of the few polls I'm proud of that you did, Gorilla. That meant a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, this is something I want. This is something I take seriously, even though I get called a Nazi every day. But that's a whole different song.
Now you just demonetized yourself because you just said the N-word.
I've been demonetized all night. So Curtis is anti-Semitic.
Oh yeah, okay.
For dinner. I give it one. I see the solid 7.9. Curtis, you actually got to watch this episode. I think you would really enjoy it.
Yeah, I think you would. Yeah.
The only thing necessary for triumph is for evil. The triumph of the evil is good. Attributed to a E. Mundi Burkio. All of us grew a job, boy. Then sit there and put this link there. So girls going to half-ass. Hey, no. The first grade, you're like I said, it's two cheeks of the same ass. The A story got an A, only the A story got an A plus, and the B.
Yeah, so it averages out to about a C.
To about a C, yeah, which sounds about right.
So thank you, sit there for coming. They're watching some slime thing after this here. Then they also do Continuum on Wednesday there. Thank you, Curtis Selby, for coming. He has his Voice of Northern Oklahoma on Sundays. And then he also does a bunch of other streams. He has some of the plays, political chat you'll ever see. He's also starting to dip into watch parties. Make sure to check him out. Thank you, Suzanne, for coming. Thank you, Scurvy, for coming. Thank you, Jeff B, for coming. I think he's just a consumer, he said. Thank you, Boomer, for coming. He's doing it. He actually runs street watch parties a week on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. But then he puts the trailers for those watch parties on his YouTube channel. So make sure to check him out.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Oiler Greg, for coming. I know you were here. I just can't find you here. It's bounced on me. But he does spoiler-free reviews on his channel. So make sure to check him out. And thank you, FKC 2005, for coming. Now, he has a couple of videos on his channel, so make sure to check him out. And Mikey, what do you got going on?
Okay. Well, tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, 7:30, my brother Larry is going to be doing a live stream talking about the recent earthquakes, the one there in Russia and Kamchatka Peninsula, along with Arkansas, and of course there is a violent volcano ready to erupt in Alaska any time now, and also there's been more activity than usual in the Hawaiian Islands, especially around Kilauea. So a lot of those natural disasters we'll be talking about a lot tomorrow night. Sunday, I decided to go ahead and just do a quick live stream just to talk about Fantastic Four, the first steps, my personal impression about it, and and what grade we gave it. And it was decent, but not spectacular. I'll just say that much. So that'll be Sunday afternoon sometime before your thing, Gorilla. I won't intrude on your thing. I know that because I want to be there for Back to the Future. Okay, so it's always a great movie to watch. And then of course, my normal thing on Monday, Tuesday, at 12 noon Eastern, I've got the Red Dwarf and TOS back to back, and the Get Smart and the A-Team back to back. I'm almost done with all four of those shows. When those are completely done, I'll go into a mysteries thing later on in the fall. So that's all I have to say about that. Sorry. Go ahead, Gorilla.
All right, thank you. PvP, what do you got going on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Not much. I put a couple albums up about a week ago. Other than that, not a hell of a lot. So, yeah, that's about it.
All right, thank you, Germ.
Yeah, Germ.
Nothing for the next upcoming week. I'll be pretty much off grid for the next week. But after that, we'll come back for Monday Kaiju watch party. It'll be Godzilla versus the Smog Monster.
All right, thank you. That's for me. Sunday. We'll have Back to the Future. We'll be talking about the grandfather paradox there. and on Monday, we're gonna have the cigar lounge on Monday instead of Tuesday. Yeah. Then on Thursday, 4 episodes of Twilight Zone. Then our next episode, which I didn't even look up, so just.
I got it, Gorilla. 1 second, okay? I got it. Give me a second.
1 second. It's the Nightwalker.
The Nightwalker.
Apollo is lurking around Waltons Mountain, which threatens Jason's plans to hold a community dance at Ike Godse's new hall. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So with that, you guys have a good night, and remember to be a gorilla.
We've been stopping